Hey, what's going on everyone? It's Sherlock from TechMaster Academy, and today we're taking a look at creating a custom email address. Precisely speaking, we're taking a look at creating an email address with whatever word you want before the @ and your domain name after it. So for instance, I would like to create Sherlock @techmasteracademy.com. So let's just do that. So I'm heading to my hosting service. In my case, I use HostGator. They're pretty fast and I'm not really trying to plug them in, but I've tried a bunch of hosting providers and they've proven to be one of the best. Now, I'm not sure where exactly you will find control panel on your hosting service, but no matter what service you purchase, there will be a cPanel access somewhere. So please go ahead and search for it for a second. Once you found it, go ahead and click Launch cPanel or Control Panel, it might be called, so you can access the backend of your server. Scroll down until you find Email Accounts. You have the option to create an email account with @ one of your domain names, the domains that you have purchased or you are pointing to this hosting service. In this case, I would like to create an email address with @techmasteracademy.com. You see that it says you must enter a mailbox name, so let's just go ahead and do that. I would like to call this Sherlock @techmasteracademy.com. Now, when it comes to password, you have the option to select any password that you would like, but being the internet, the safer you are, the better. So it would be easy to go ahead and click generate password and make a new password for yourself. Go ahead and copy that and use that as your password just to make sure that you are a little safer. As you can see, very strong, 100%. The last thing you need to select from is how much space on your server you would like to dedicate to this email account. By default, we see that there is a 500 megabyte limit. Now, on my hosting service, I have unlimited access to space, so I can go ahead and select unlimited. If not, you can select how much you want the size of that inbox to be. Now, let's go ahead with 1 gigabyte of space, and once you have done that, you're ready to create your account. Good. I can create this Sherlock @techmasteracademy.com. We are not just done yet. There are 2 more things that we need to do. Number 1 is to physically log into this email account to configure which software is going to be running it for us. So I can find Sherlock @techmasteracademy.com. I'm going to go and access Webmail. Webmail is basically the platform that hosts all of these custom email addresses. Now we have 3 options to select from. There's Horde, Roundcube, and SquareMail. Just to give you a brief explanation, these are the softwares that are installed on your server and can process your emails, send out emails, receive them, categorize them, and so on and so forth. So there's not really much of a difference between them. I personally usually go with Roundcube just because it's a tiny bit maybe faster, or maybe it's just me thinking that way. So whichever that you select makes no difference. Make sure that you select this option set as default, because if you do not do this, then next time that you want to log into your emails, you have to come back here and again tell your platform, hey, I want Roundcube to process my email. But if you select by default Roundcube to be your processing unit, then you're good. You don't need to come back ever again, and you can control everything from your own computer. Good, we are in. You see that we have no space used yet out of a gigabyte of space that we dedicated, so everything looks good, everything works. Now, let's see how we can set it up on our computer. If you go back to your control panel to the list of your email accounts, there is Set Up Mail Client. Click that and you will see the instructions for setting up that email address on different softwares and different platforms. Now, if you are a Windows 10 mail user, so basically the email app that comes with Windows 10, that app automatically detects everything. Now, it's not a really safe app, to be very honest. That is not something I use, because after some time, one morning you wake up and your software is not sending or receiving email. Outlook is obviously the most trusted service. There's also DoMail, which is a very, very good app, but regardless, whatever software that you use, there's a good chance that you have to enter your settings manually. Now, depending if you are using an HTTPS protocol, or basically you have a secure socket layer, or you do not have, then you have different settings that you can select from. Now, in this case, just to help you out, I'm taking a look at my website. I see the padlock here. If you click here, you see that it says HTTPS. That means this website is running an SSL certificate. So if I want to add this email address to my Outlook, I will need to use secure SSL TLS settings. The software, in this example, Outlook will use for your username, which is your email address, the password that you selected, the incoming mail server. If they will ask you to select from IMAP to top 3 ports. Now, this doesn't really make any difference. All softwares I know to this day can use both ports flawlessly. Just make sure that when you select IMAP, you enter the IMAP port number and not the other one by mistake. The outgoing server or the SMTP server, you have the address and you have the SMTP port number, and that's it. Save it and it should be working.